സന്തോഷവുമായി പോയിടാം നാം യേശുവിനായി സാക്ഷികളായിടാം. പോയിടാം നാം.
A reading from the book of Genesis, chapter 37, verses 1 to 36. Jacob settled down in the land where his father had wandered, in the land of Canaan. This is the story of Jacob's family. Joseph, a young man of 17, was shepherding the flock with his brothers, the sons of Bilhah and the sons of Zilpah, his father's wives. Joseph brought his father bad reports about them. Now Israel loved Joseph more than any of his other children, for he was the son of his old age. He had a gown with long sleeves made for him. When his brothers saw that their father loved him more than he loved them, they hated him and could no longer speak to him in a friendly way. Joseph had a dream, and when he told it to his brothers, they hated him even more. Listen to this dream I had. We were binding sheaves in the field, where my sheaf rose and stood up, and your sheaves gathered around and bowed down to my sheaf. His brothers said to him, "So you want to rule us or lord it over us?" They hated him even more because of his dreams and what he said. Joseph had another dream in which he told his brothers, "In this dream I saw the sun, the moon and 11 stars bowing down before me." When he told this to his father and brothers, his father rebuked him. "What is the meaning of this dream which you have had? Are all of us, myself, your mother and your brothers, to come and bow to the ground before you?" His brothers were jealous of him, but his father kept in mind what he had said. Now his brothers had gone to pasture their father's flock at Shechem, and Israel said to Joseph, "Your brothers are pasturing the flock at Shechem. Come, I will send you to them." Joseph replied, "Here I am." Then his father said, "Go and see if all is well with your brothers and with the flock. Then come back and tell me." Jacob sent him from the valley of Hebron, and Joseph arrived at Shechem. A man met him as he was wandering through the countryside and said to him, "What are you looking for?" He replied, "I am looking for my brothers. Please tell me where they are pasturing the flock." The man said, "They have gone from here, for I heard them say, 'Let us go to Dothan.'" So Joseph went off after his brothers and found them at Dothan. They saw him at a distance, and before he reached them, they plotted to kill him. They said to one another, "Here comes the dreamer. Now is the time. Let us kill him and throw him into a well. We shall say a wild animal devoured him. Then we shall see what comes of his dreams." But Reuben heard this and tried to save him from their hands, saying, "Shed no blood. Throw him in this well in the wilderness, but do him no violence." This he said, intending to save him from them and take him back to his father. So, as soon as Joseph arrived, they stripped him of the long sleeved gown that he wore, and then took him and threw him in the well. Now the well was empty without water. They were sitting for a meal when they looked up and saw a caravan of Ishmaelites coming from Gilead, their camels laden with spices, balsam and myrrh, which they were taking down to Egypt. Judah then said to his brothers, "What do we gain by killing our brother and hiding his blood? Come, we will sell him to the Ishmaelites and not lay hands on him, for he is our own brother and our own flesh." His brothers agreed to this. So when the Midianite merchant came along, they pulled Joseph up and lifted him out of the well. For 20 shekels of silver, they sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites. who took him with them to Egypt. When Reuben went back to the well, Joseph was not longer there. He tore his clothes and returned to his brothers and said, "The boy has disappeared, and what am I to do?" They then took Joseph's gown, killed a goat, and dipped the gown in its blood. They sent the long-sleeved gown to their father with the message, "This we have found. See if it is your son's gown or not." He recognized it and said, "It is my son's gown. Joseph has been attacked by a wild animal and torn to pieces." Jacob then tore his garments, put on sackcloth on his loins, and mourned his son for a long time. All his sons and daughters came to comfort him, but he refused to be consoled, saying, "Now I shall go down to the underworld, mourning for my son." Thus his father wept for him. Meanwhile, the Midianites sold Joseph in Egypt for Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, and the commander of the guard.
പോയിടാം